3, take 1.
Clap.
Oh,
Hey.
misunderstood shoot. Today, take 1, shoot 1.
Don't go, Davy. You're gonna understand. Misunderstood. Hi everybody, welcome to Misunderstood. I know it's been such a long time since I've been here, and I would like to apologize because my inconsistency has hurt me and you as well. I haven't gotten to speak to you guys and just get to know where you are and also share where I am, and I apologize for that. Well, I'm back, and I pray that these next episodes will be able to speak to you, encourage you, and make you feel like you are not alone in this journey of life. I've said this over and over again if you're new here, that Misunderstood is a platform that I created to give understanding to conversations, seasons, and happenings in life that sometimes you don't have clarity about. I don't share this because I've gone through it all and I know all. I share it because sometimes I've learned that in life, not sometimes actually, all the time I've learned that in life, what someone has gone through, you don't necessarily have to go through. You can learn and you can acquire information from it. So welcome to this space. Feel free. You are part of this community and don't question it even for a hot second. So I'm so happy you're here. Over the next few episodes, I'm going to be talking about some of the things that are making us stuck in life. And it's so interesting because these are things that are very personal to me. And I know that these are conversations that I really wish I could have with you in person, but because I can't, for now, I'm happy that I can have it with you virtually. So this first episode today is about unstacking yourself with regard to changes in life. People call them transitions, people call them new seasons, but really it's the things that kwamisha you. Kwamisha, for all my foreigners here, is the things that stagnate you and cause you to be immobile and progress in life. And this first one definitely is about change. Now, I've come to learn that change is inevitable. Whether you like it, whether you don't like it, change has a way of coming up and it has to happen. Because life is not static. Is it static? Yes, life isn't stopping. Life is continuously moving. And why that's a thing to remember is that even as things are changing in life, it's not because you are the problem, it's because that's how life is happening. So change is inevitable and don't fight it. But sometimes we fight change because we don't have control over it. Sometimes we fight change because we are helpless, we become hopeless, we become unaware of what's next, we become afraid of the next seasons. And these things make you feel like, many a times you feel like, what? Am I really willing to accommodate these things? Now, here are a few things that you need to know about change. One, it's inevitable. Stop fighting it. Your fighting is making you lose time and making you more afraid of what is yet to come. The second thing is that you must be flexible and embrace change. You know, it's interesting because you can't say here things that you should do to fight change and one of them is be flexible and embrace it. It just sounds weird, but it is very necessary. You know, when different things in my life have changed over so many years. I've gone from being a little girl to a whole wife. I've gone from being a girlfriend to a wife. I've gone from being from having friends to losing friends. I've gone from one place in my profession to another place in my profession. I've grown from being content with always having small, and then now big things come and I'm like, what the heck is this? I don't belong here. And one of the things I've learned is the more I oppose change, it hurts me more because I fight it. Yeah, you know, I've come to see that even with God, when seasons are changing, He doesn't ask you God doesn't ask you to think of the season and over prepare for it. He tells you when the season comes, understand that it's there and take it up, right? So stop fighting the season. I feel like the season and change have a strange way of working together, and I may use them in change, but because I feel like they mean almost the same thing, is that sometimes change is a new season. And I think that the more you fight it, the worse you're getting. So be flexible and embrace it, all right? The third thing you need to do is face your fears. You know, the fear of change is one of the biggest fears I personally face. And I fear it because I feel like change has a way of denying me control. My say doesn't matter sometimes when change comes because change has to come, you know, and it's scary because you don't know what's in the next season. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine the other day, and we just turned 1 year in marriage with my husband and I, and yay. And one of the things that we're talking about was the fears I had from transitioning from a friend to a girlfriend and now to a wife. And in those transitions, one of the things I was very afraid of was everything new came with a new responsibility. When we were friends, we could talk about everything and anything. We could be as casual as it could be. When we came into the level of our relationship, when we were courting and dating into courtship, is that changed also, because that made us begin to have different types of conversations and face things a bit more differently. And then that changed again into our marriage, where it became even now more deliberate and intentional, because now you're not just being with this friend of yours and spending time with them. Now you're doing life. You're handling real life issues. And what you're afraid of is that you can't prepare for those issues unless you're in them, unfortunately. So stop being afraid. Face that fear. And how you face the fear is really simple. Condition your mind to know that everything that's coming your way, you may not have control over, but God is there and He will help you get over them, all right? And finally, just to tell you that you need to focus on what you can control. I've come to realize that as change is happening, many a times you can't control change. You can't control the new season you're in. You can't control the new things coming your way. But what you must control is you in that season. And you controlling you is not denying yourself or talking down at yourself. Controlling you mean yourself is that you control how you think about this new season. Picture every new season or every change as a new opportunity to be in a new relationship, to be in a new work front, to be in a new space of mind. That's not a problem. Control how your mind is telling you to do things. The next thing you need to do is control how your heart is going to respond to some of those things. We don't talk much about it, but we can be extremely positive, but we've planted such bad things in our hearts that when this new season comes, we speak ill of it because we are so afraid of it and we start to despise it. Look, you cannot be comfortable anymore in seasons that have already gone. And this is something I feel like I tell myself almost every day, because I know what it has done to me. I know the fact that I can't have the same, I have lost some friends because I have kept them in seasons we were done with. I know that I have stuck onto some work or some projects that I've been on, and I know that project season is over. I know that I have been in conversations that I shouldn't be in anymore. And all these things are because I have refused to relinquish the power that those seasons and that change has come. Look, just as change is inevitable, you must also be willing to accept the fact that you must release the old season so that the new ones can come. One of my favorite scriptures in the Bible is the one where, I think it's in Isaiah, if I'm not wrong, and I say favorite because I paraphrase it a lot, is that He will give you beauty for your ashes. But you see, what the things that we don't talk about much there is that for the beauty to come, the ashes must be given. So bring the ashes, this is your old season, for example, and allow release to happen so that beauty can come. You see, I feel like God has to meet you with something. And there's something that is and for this, in context of this conversation, is the new thing is that the old thing, you have to come with it so that this new one can happen also. So don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be extremely nasty, and don't talk ill or speak ill of these new things that are coming. Change is inevitable. Change is not a bad thing. Change is a new opportunity. And the one thing I pray that even as you watch this video is that you permit yourself to believe that change can happen to you and for you, and accept that when it comes, it could work out for your good. Not everything is bad, all right? So even as you go through this week, I don't know whether there's something that has struck a chord in you or something that has triggered you and you felt, wow, I felt that one. Please leave it in the comment section and encourage somebody. If you felt like something I said that I should have added, add it somewhere in the comment section. I absolutely love reading your feedback and engaging with you, so don't hold back, all right? And even as we continue with these conversations, we've tackled now change. Is that some of the things that are causing you not to move, or not your vehicle, that is you as a person, to move in life, is because we need to stop and check our engine. And the check engine sign, like a sign on the dashboard doing tweet, 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 is that you need to accept change, all right? And so, I don't know, I feel like that's an important thing to say. Accept it, don't fight it. Fighting it is hurting you. So until next time, I absolutely love you all, and may God encourage you to accept change more. Have a great week, guys.